Yo, yo, yo. You know who it is? It's Pat 3 and that means it's 2 3s, not 3 3s, and I'm back again with another video. To give you an understanding of what this video is, I'd like to talk about how I got into this tournament. So, you know me, I'm playing Smoke on, I'm on Pokemon Showdown. I always play Pokemon Showdown. So, out of nowhere, I check my mailbox and I see an invite from Cloister Chowder. I honestly don't know this person at all, but I got a notification saying that they invited me to a personal tournament of theirs, which hosts top players for OU standards. So I'm thinking that like, oh, I just got kicked out of OU last chance circuit, so might as well just go into this invitational and just have some fun, because you don't always win tournaments. We don't always go as far as we want, but might as well have fun playing Pokemon because we think that's the entire point of playing Pokemon for us. So I'm pretty sure if you guys want to check it out. I'm pretty sure anybody can join, so I'll link it in my description just in case you guys want to be a part of this because it's really cool to have the community be part of each other like Smogon, because Smogon is also just everybody just playing Pokemon and just like enjoying it together is a tournament, right? So why not do the same thing and have our own community for another tournament such as. So I joined in this tournament. I got invited and joined in. So uh, called the Cloister Club Invitational. I think the next one will be called 24. And as you can see, I ended up winning the first tournament. My first game, not my first game, but my first one in this tournament. I won it. So I like to talk about how I went in the process, and I'll show you some replays. We had some great players in this tournament. We had 3D, we had Storm Zone, we have Fusion Flare, Mimikyu, Stardust. You have me, of course, and then we have Nihawk. Nihawk and me have some past history because there's actually it's past history for me. I don't know if he thinks the same thing, but for me, he basically brought stall. He's a stall player. First time I met him, I played him in OSC, or I think it was Smog Smog last semester, not last semester, early January. I was round one or round three. I played him. I got smoked by him because he brought stall, and he is a stall player, so I had to spin back on him. So I'll talk about the arrangement of what happened actually. So the first two games for me, I got declared a win because my opponents didn't show up. So I got two free round wins basically. So it was nice to have that, right? So I go straight into. Was it two? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was two. Let me just check out more replays and what they're saying. Let me zoom this out a bit just to make sure. Let's check my replays. Yeah, I essentially got two free games, which is really nice to get into a tournament, right? So I won against what's the name? ASEAN because of like activity win and Zeo trip, which is nice to win too. So I had to play against Nihawk, so me and him have in my head I might be a little divisional, but we have some history, so it's great. I know his play style, so I knew that the best team for me to counter stall is this team specifically because we know how my previous Wheezing video we have what am I doing? Let me just switch out the team. Copy. This team. So we know how Wheezing beats Gliscor. It okay. Why is this shit always happening to me? I loop this shit and never lose. I don't know why. Basically, let's go back to the shit, man. Anyways, we know that Wheezing Galarian it just beats Gliscor and Stall in general because usually if you see how Toxicor interacts with Gliscor, he actually gets poisoned in general. So this spawn just beats Gliscor. You can if there's a Clefable on the team, you can wisp it. There's no Magic Guard, so it beats Skull. Koopa is an amazing stall breaker, as we know in August. I know his Drain Punch. Thunderbolt, right? We have Thunderbolt for cores anytime. Drain Punch for Clefable, not Clefable, Blissey, Cynoise to stop any healing and knock off any item. Ogre Pawn is the biggest threat to stall known to mankind, and we have these two. This stat is broken on Kyurem. Stall cannot beat Kyurem unless they have to force a Terra. So we'll see that in the game, and we know how Ogre Pawn is. Ogre Pawn is just a massive threat in general. So We'll load up the game. I'll commentate over the game. So first I'm gonna lead off with Kieran because I expected him to lead off with Gliscor. I think I go for Icicle Spear or Freeze Dry here. I go for Icicle Spear hard because I wanted him to make him assume that I am just a physical Kieran, right? Because if he does this, right, if he goes straight into Blissey, then he will probably go Dondozo here. So me knowing this, I go for hard Freeze Dry on the switch onto Dondozo, and bam, this Dondozo is at 0.5% and it's frozen. So that's why Kyurem is kind of broken in the aspects, right? Because Kyurem can like not even just that, he can do so much damage to Dondozo, and there's a possibility, a chance of also freezing as well. So now that Dondozo is a little neutralized, I go for a prediction. I actually don't predict. I just go for the stay freeze dry, right? I switch out because I wanted to scout if this is Sticky Barb Clef, right? So I switch out to Weezing because Weezing can take Moonblast or even I can just defog, right? And we find out he is Sticky Barb, so that's great to know. I go for a Whisper just in case he stays in, right? That's what my entire game plan, and he goes to Pussy. As I switch hard into QM because he's either going to Softball, Stealth Rock, or switch out. As he does Softball, right? I go on the offensive here. I go for either I think Icicle Spear, yeah, because there's no point I going for a Dragon move when he has a Clefable. And we look at this. Look how much damage this is doing. So this is a definite two-shot. The only way in my mind is that either he tears Teal Zero, or he lets something die here. So I'm like, okay, it's better for him to use the Terror on Clefable than anything else. Like I think if Gliscor uses it, then it'll be a problem. So I forced him to Terror. I was thinking about EPing here just to predict, but it's like there's no point in me predicting. So I go for Icicle Spear as he heals up, I'm pretty sure, right? He goes back into Gliscor. Oh, sorry, I missed that turn. So yeah, a little skip in the head of the game, but you know, let's continue this bullshit as it happens, right? So you know, in my head, this doesn't kill, so I wait for Terragon EP straight up because if I kill this Clefable, I just win the game, honestly. And he brings in Gliscor as a perfect predict, and yeah, so what I do here is I go for Icicle Spear, as I honestly should have went for Freeze Jar just to be more shice, but I wanted I expected Tinglu to come in, so that's why I went for that, as he just stacks the Dondozo right here. So yeah, Amogus comes in. I don't want to get Toxic here, because if I lose Kieran, I'd probably not lose the game, but it'll be way harder. So then I go straight back into Kieran because I'm expecting him to expect me to do this, and I go get the Gliscor, catch him up. And now it's a free attack on something. I should get a kill basically every time here. As long as I don't go for Scale Shot and try to troll. And yeah, we know this is always Kieran's just gonna win me this game at this point because he can't bring in Amogus free anymore. And yeah, right. I think here I go for EP. We'll see what I do here. Yeah, EP. You know, might as well. I think I take the damage on the Tinglu because I don't want this any higher than what it is, right? He either can go for Ruination or whatever he wants, but as you look, it's a crit, which is a little unfortunate for me. But I get a free kill here, right? And losing. The thing is with Stalwans is they all provide a role for their team. So as soon as you dwindle one down, it just becomes easier for you to win. And as we can see, I killed the Clefable, and my opponent forfeits, and I win that round. So overall, I smoked him. Also, these games are best of one, so yeah. So I beat him. So I'm in round 4, or the semis right now. So let's go to my semis game. What the fuck? Yeah. So this is my semis game I played yesterday, and it was against I hate my bitch, also known as Kai. Great name, as I hate my bitch is really funny, but you know, it is what it is, right? So I was thinking, should I lead off? What team should I use? I was thinking about what if I bring the same team and I just lose? So, you know, I wanted to switch it up, right? So I went into this team, the Hoopa team I've been using. You know, you guys know I love Hoopa. Hoopa's one of my favorite mons. If it had Regenerator, this thing would be great. But you know, it's only hindered by its typing and its ability. But you know, I was like, okay, fuck it. We're bringing this team. I have Dragapult. It just is decent into offense, depending on the team, right? So, fuck it, let's bring it. So I bring him this team, and he has a really odd balance structure with Walking Wake here. Because Walking Wake is usually run on the Sun. Usually nobody runs Walking Wake on balance, right? So that either means it's going to be some type of Scarf variant or specs, because you can't. There's no point in running what. I don't know, what would you run on Walking Wake? Maybe AV? It could be AV, who knows, right? But I was like, okay, fuck it. Expecting him to lead with what? Either Meowscarada, Great Tusk, or Moltres. I lead off with both, I think. Let's see what I lead off with. I lead off with Clefable because, oh yeah, and I'm stupid. Look how good Clefable is in this game. Clefable is knockoff. I can knock off Moltres. I get up rocks. Great Tusk cannot counter Clefable. The only thing that does counter Clefable is Kingambit. It'll take like 30% from Moonblast, so it doesn't even really want to come in. Iron Valiant loses to Clefable 1v1. So does Walking Wake, and so does Meowscarada. So I led off with Clefable because this is the perfect lead into my team. I either go for Stealth Rocks here or Moonblast. I think I go for Moonblast, predicting him to go into Tusk, right? But I really wanted to go for knockoff just in case because I felt like he was going to go Moltres here. I went for Rocks here because I was like, bro, there's no way you stay in with your Moltres here when I could have just knocked you off, right? But I was wrong. I should have gone for knockoff there. As I go for Moonlight as P. Diddy comes in. And I switch out hard because I feel like this is Specs. I see Terra Waters, turn 4 of the game, and I go Orcapon, right? Great turn for me. I think I double out here or I go for knockoff. I go for knockoff just to dwindle this guy. I realize he's Expert Belt. I go Fable. He goes for Power Gem. Power Gem on Meowscarada. I think he runs Power Gem specifically for this boy in the middle. This guy. That's the only reason I can see Power Gem ever run on Meowscarada. Maybe for also he's Expert Belt, so I guess that would help him out too. I think he's also for Dragonite too. So he goes from that and he goes to a U-turn here. I think I just either Moonlight up or I go for a move here. What do I do? Yeah, I Moonlight up. I want this Clefable healthy because this guy's going to be great for my team. I go into Hoopa expecting him to go for a Draco here, so I wanted to save. I don't want to go into hard Ogerpon because Ogerpon also looks amazing in this game, but he gets a crit on his Hydro Pump and he switches out. I'm surprised he did that. Oh, he probably expected me to go to Ogerpon, as I did. And yeah, look at that. Oh, he has Sticky Barb. Oh, it's from fucking Clefable, man. Clefable, bro. Look how much work this Clefable is. I didn't even notice this during the game. Right? Yeah, we're just going through this interaction as Clefable is putting in that work. Like, actually putting in that work. I went into Polter expecting him to go for spin, as he didn't. It was really stupid. I thought he would go for a spin there, but, you know, it is what it is. I go for 2 Dracos because I'm Specs, and I really want this Moltres comp because if I do, Great Touch is just 6 O's. It's not really 6 O's, but it is a great job to everything. I sack Hoopa here because Hoopa is really weak. There's no way I'm bringing back Hoopa, so yeah. I go Pole Tier because nothing can take a Spec Strike or Meteor or Shadow Ball. I go for Shadow Ball. Also, he's locked in the Flamethrower because I expected he is Specs, and I just get the kill on the P. Diddy, aka Walking Wake. Behemoth comes as aka Great Tusk. I go for a Shadow Ball. What does he go for? He goes for EQ, kills me. I wanted to just preserve my mons in the back. I think that's why I did that. He could go Great Tusk. I go for a Rapid Spin. Oh, also this is booster attack. I try to get as much out of this mon as possible because I know he would go for Rapid Spin, right? If I can get faster than a Valiant, I basically just win, right? So I spin here, right? As he goes for Encore on this turn, I tear, which is really bad because I'm locked into Encore, but it's doing fucking 45%, which is pretty funny. And I'm faster than anything, but I have an Encore up and I have King Gambit against me. I think I either go Hard Moltres, yeah, Hard Moltres, so I can get the burn on this King Gambit, as I do. Great. Flame Body's amazing. King Gambit should be neutralized, and Moltres just wins for me this game from here, because look at this. Nothing can really hurt me. Only thing that can is that Meowscarada with Power Gem, which is pretty funny attack, right? So, very funny. Very funny. He goes straight into the thing. Do I go Clefable or go Tusk? I go Tusk. He expects me to go into Tusk, which is a funny play. Great play from him, but Sticky Barb will either dwindle him down, and I will win this game from there. It's very, very funny that I actually got the Sticky Barb on me. It's funny, and then I just went with Clefable. Clefable is just that guy, right? So overall, not too hard of a win, especially. So yeah, but you know we're into the finals. Very, very easy win path for me because two of my opponents didn't show up. So it's pretty sucks for the people who actually played these games out, but you know me. First appearance on what is this Cloister? What's it called again? Cloister Club Invitational. I get a finals appearance, which is very funny to me, right? So, let's see. That's not it. What I'm doing. Okay, so, while I'm in the finals, I'm pretty sure Cloister and Bandless are fighting. So I'm waiting for my next game, and he's actually the semifinals, waiting for Cloister to play. At the time, we end up playing battle. And that battle we play against each other, he uses an electric terrain team. That was just for fun, right? So he played a game for fun, and what happened is I ended up losing. I actually got smoked. This team, right? So he played, we ended up losing. But it is what it is. It's for information for the finals. If I play him, I get that information on what team he leaves. So he ends up playing the organizer of this tournament, Cloister, and he wins against him. So what happens is it becomes a finals between me and him. And knowing that I know who this team is, I think of a team that can somewhat neutralize this team. The thing is with these offensive teams, you need to bring offense to fight offense too. It's really hard to counter offense with balance, right? Especially this electric terrain team. So I'm thinking, what team would counter this perfectly? In my team builder. So I search up. I know exactly what would happen because he has a raging bolt. I know which team would win. Final banded, not final band. Yeah, final banded pawn team. This team right here looks amazing into his team because first of all, we have Kirim, which Kirim is just great in general in against these type of structures, right? Look, he doesn't have a Kirim resist other than the Taser Iron Crown, right? So I'm looking at his team, I'm like, damn, like even Studian Samurai looks amazing with spikes. Ogre can dwindle his team down with the Choice Bandit, Ivy Cudgels, and even U-turns, right? Iron Treads looks amazing against Raging Bolt, which Raging Bolt is a huge counter. And we have Zapdos for Halucha, and we have Iron Moth to even abuse his own terrain. So I'm looking like this, so I'm like, okay, fuck it, like last time I brought this team that I got not 6 though, but I got, I lost to. Fuck it, I'm gonna change up the team and bring the Bandit team. So we start off while playing, right? He leads off with his crown. So previously to the last game, because I played him a game before just for funsies, and he brought this crown, and I didn't know what set it was, and I figured out it was specs. And I'm looking at this team, I'm like, bro, he's either going for Focus Blast here, or he's not going for Focus Blast. He's not going for Volt Switch here, so I'm going into Zapdos, right? Because I'm not trying to lose Treads turn 1 because I need him for Raging Bolt, as he does go for Focus Blast, and this is. So what I do is, I'm like, okay, he's going to go Treads because he wants to keep everything alive. Or he'll go Pincurchin because, like, Pincurchin will take everything. So you turn out, I go Iron Treads, and what do I do? So I'm Star Rock or just go for EQ. I think I go for EQ hard, expecting him to stay in as he go into Valiant. Right here, I made a stupid play. I thought it was mixed Valiant straight up, but I forgot this could be offensive. So, and plus, I didn't want Zap to be chipped down because I needed him specifically for this mon. This mon is a huge threat into most of my team, and if I lose Zapdos' health, it becomes a huge problem. Honestly, so does Raging Bolt to my team, but I have a counter, aka Kirim, with Terra Ground. So, like, in my mind, this was a huge sacrifice to play because if I lose Treads, I can possibly lose to Raging Bolt. That's my entire mindset. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want Zap to take any extra damage here, so I'm just gonna sack Iron Treads here, as he didn't really get the stuff boxed up and whatever. So I go hard Zap because I didn't want him to go Moonblast in and then kill me. So at the end of the day, I did bring in Zapdos. I either go for Hurricane or I go for U-turn. What do I do? Yeah, you know me. I'm just so good with this momentum shit, right? So I go hard U-turn, go Samurai, go for Ceaselesses, right? Because I know he would go for Stealth Rocks or he would go for damage on me. And he's going to try to rapid spin them away, try to neutralize as much damage as he can with this. And no misses from me, so we're looking good right now. And I go for Aqua Jet just to seal the deal. Right? I don't want Samurai to take as much damage as possible, so yeah. Now, what do I do here? I go hard Zap, which is ironic because what I was talking about previously. As he gets a crit on close combat, no paralysis, right? So that's good for him. He goes straight into Pincurchin because he needs that terrain up. And I go straight for U-turn or a Roost. No, I go for a Roost here. Then, what I do is I definitely go for U-turn here, and I bring in Iron Moth right away. Because I'm looking at this team, and if he stays in with Pincurchin, this is what happens, right? Let's do. He brings in Pincurchin, right? And I'm like, the thing is, he's either just gonna stay in and set up a spike, or he'll switch out hard. So I'm like, okay, the best situation is Zapdos is not gonna get damage from Pincurchin here. So I'm gonna just either U-turn out, and if he stays in, I will set up a Moth and win. Right? Because Moth takes 2 Moths at least. Because he will kill Bolt. Right? So I'm like, okay, sick. He goes for a spike. I don't really care. I actually will abuse this. And I go for Fire Dance just hoping for a boost. Right? And I win with that. And I get the boost. So, here I go for Dazzling Gleam, kill that Raging Bolt, and We're up by 2, right? Up by 1 actually. I go hard Zapdos because I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to fuck with this mon. This mon is fucking crazy. So I go for Zapdos, and as I go, either I go for Discharge or I think I go for Discharge. As this does 15%, and right here on my calculator said it kills. He said it kills, but I get confusion, and he hits this confusion, and there's no more terrain. That's just beautiful. That is beautiful, right? From this moment, it looks like Montes wins, right? So I'm like, okay, I want to keep Zapdos healthy for Dalusha, and everything on my team looks kind of useful compared to Kiram, because Kiram loses to the Valiant, loses to it's slower than everything here, and it just dies here. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sack Kiram, get in a free switch in, and yeah, Kiram dies on one tacky on hit. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I got Moth here. I should have honestly just went into Samurott and just ceaseless, but I was like, fuck it, you know, let me make it something, let me make it shice. So I go for, was it? I go for a Fiery Dance, right? Get that, no boost. It doesn't matter. I didn't think this would kill. This one is something else, bro. But Samurai comes in. I either go for Aqua Jet or I go for Ceaseless. I feel like Ceaseless is a little too greedy, so I just go for Aqua Jet. As he brings in Hawlucha, I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to get awkward here, which is a possibility of what he was gonna do. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go Zapdos right here. He got Terran Stellar, Ice Punches, no freeze, and it just looks like a game for me. Because like I don't think if Zapdos dies here, then I'm cooked. But you know, I just go for the discharge and I kill him, and I win the entire tournament, which is very funny because this is my first interaction with the entire Cloister Club event Invitational. So I won my first tournament, very first try. So you know, I like to say, I like to thank the organizer, Cloister Chowder, right? And I like to thank the people I've played with, and yeah, so if you guys like to join this tournament, you know, I'm pretty sure anybody can join. So I'm pretty sure you can. You can. Let's see. Let me see if there is another way if anybody can join. See, if anyone is someone who's interested in joining a weekly bracket, feel free to reach out to them on Discord. So, you know, if you really want to, I'll link the. What should I link? I'll link this, and I might link his. I don't know if I should link his manga. But you know, if you're really down for it, if you guys want to be a part of tournaments for funsies, you know, you can be part of it. And yeah, that's my 5-0 win, my 5-0 run. I'm on the leaderboard, type shit. You know, that's me. That's me right there. My first interaction. You know, I have people who've played this game, and yeah, I'm just him. So yeah, but that's the entire video of today. I hope you guys understood what happened. And yeah, I gotta go. I have some meeting for school, and I'll talk to you guys later. But actually, before I actually end this, before I forget about this shit, I have my OU Room live tour soon. I gotta do this before November 3rd, and you know, I'll be recording it at the same time, or I probably will just play the games and then yeah, I probably will just play the games, and then what happens is I'll commentate over it. So, because I feel like when I play it, like live, I kind of fuck up. So, yeah. Also, I might be collabing with Fuli. I honestly don't know how to pronounce the name of him, but I'm pretty sure it's Fuli Seal or Seal. Fully Seal. But yeah, we'll be collabing soon. Hopefully, I contacted him. You know, we'll be collabing. So it'll be sick to have my first collab. But yeah. I'll be recording this tournament soon, and hopefully I get that custom avatar. But yeah, you know, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. If you're new, subscribe, and you'll see new content out here. But yeah, I gotta go. Peace. See you later.